Good morning. I'm glad to see you today. I hope you're doing well. After all the politics of yesterday, I thought we might talk about taxes today. I didn't think anything could be more painful than that. So come on with us to Matthew 17. Let's talk about taxes. Verse 24. When they had come to Capernaum, those who received the temple tax came to Peter and said, "Does your teacher not pay the temple tax?" He said, "Yes." And when he had come into the house, Jesus anticipated him, saying, "What do you think, Simon? From whom do the kings of the earth take customs or taxes? From their sons or from strangers?" Peter said to him, "From strangers." I want you to think about taxes. A lot of folks, when it's tax time, they complain about how much they pay, and they say it's not fair, it's not right, it's not just. And frankly, a lot of times they're right. The Lord says, yes, that's correct. Who do you think they collect taxes from? Strangers or their sons? And Peter says, strangers. And the Lord says, that's exactly right. It's not right and it's not fair a lot of times. But then the Lord goes on and he says, then the sons are free. You can almost see a moment of hope, if you will, as though Peter were all of a sudden gonna think, seeing how we are sons, then that means we're free from this tax system. No, that's not the case at all. No, it's not right and it's not fair, but we should pay our taxes. The question is why? And I'm not saying it's wrong all the time, but sometimes there's questions that arise in our minds. So why should we pay our taxes? Verse 27, the Lord goes on and he says, "Nevertheless, lest we offend them." We do not want to be portrayed as wicked in front of the world's eyes. We do not want to bring on more trouble. We don't want to bring trouble upon ourselves unnecessarily. In Romans 13 it says that we pay taxes for conscience sake, along with other reasons. You can read Romans 13, those first few verses, and study that for yourselves as it talks about submitting to government. So, no, it's not always fair, it's not always right. Yes, we are citizens of the heavenly kingdom, but as long as we're here, we submit to these things for various reasons. Now the Lord goes on and he says, "Lest we offend them, go to the sea, cast in a hook, and take the fish that comes up first. And when you have opened its mouth, you will find a piece of money. Take that and give it to them for me and you." I wanted you to think about why the Lord would have to say, take the first fish that comes up. Because there's at least one reason, there might be other reasons, but at least one reason why Peter might have thrown the first fish back. And that would have been if the fish was small. He would have been tempted to throw it back. So what the Lord might be doing, he might be giving Peter a lesson on being content with a little fish. Namely, be content with a little. Namely, learn how to be abased. We need to be content with little, because anytime we start talking about taxes and we start talking about money, whether we're talking about the government or whether we're talking about ourselves as children of God, we do not want to be filled with the love of money. We don't want to be greedy. We want to learn, like I mentioned, like Paul says, how to be abased, how to abound, how to do with little, how to do with a lot, and you have to learn both things. We don't want to love money. The love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. And anytime we start talking about taxes, we need to think about whether or not we're just being greedy. Be content with a little fish is effectively what the Lord told Peter. Hope you enjoyed this study today. God bless you. Be a blessing to others. We will see you tomorrow morning.